Hi, everybody. Welcome on into the Nontendo Podcast. My name is Wood.
And I'm Ham.
And he's Ham. It is a nice day. We're almost in fall, I think. We're not quite in fall.
Dog, we're in spooky season, bro.
I mean, I've had a pumpkin spice every day for the last 5 days.
I went to Lidl the other day to go shopping, and they had pumpkin spice things galore
it's
on
everywhere.
the shelves.
Yeah. I got pumpkin spice creamer for my coffee. I got pumpkin spice syrup for my coffee. I'm ready. I'm in it. I'm already doing it.
I'm super in it to win it. I'm ready for the pumpkin spice.
As far as I'm concerned, it is fall right now.
Yeah?
I think technically we have to wait till September, but I'm in fall.
It is September.
Is it?
Yeah, dog. It's September 5th.
I'm gonna be dead soon. Sorry to start with such a negative. How is it already September?
Oh, bro. Well, I
missed it.
I feel like the summer has blown past me.
Yeah, I am actually now finding out we're in September. It's September 5th. I've been sick for a week.
Yeah.
To be fair. And
Right.
The last week of my life has been me sat on the couch you're on right now playing Wukong Black Myth every single day for about 10 hours.
Fair enough.
And I have been watching life pass me by. But welcome in, everybody.
So you spent the last week of your summer sick.
Oh, yeah, I did, I guess. Well, no, I spent the last week of my summer in London. Is a more fun way of thinking about it.
That's a much more fun way of putting it. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. I'm still a little congested, so sorry if you can hear that. We were a little late because we were setting up a few more things. If you're watching this live, we're about 10 minutes late. Ham's just picking dollar hair off of the
many dog
mic
hairs on the
there.
microphone. It's okay.
One thing that made me late is I was trying to share this stream to my YouTube channel on the community tab this whole time. And it's still not letting me, actually.
True.
It's just like
unfortunate.
I've had so many issues with YouTube recently. I had a call with YouTube to try and figure out a lot of like the algorithmic issues that I've been having with the channel, and also
That's
like
the word, yeah.
the weird place that YouTube and creators are in right now. And they didn't really have a lot of answers, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I cannot share this stream to my YouTube community tab like I always do.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like
the
it's just
people
not
are
finding
here.
it. It's not
you know?
coming up. They're
here.
I know this probably not what you guys want to hear coming into the episode, but there's just been so many weird little bugs and glitches and issues with YouTube recently, and it actually does concern me that it cannot pull up this YouTube stream, this podcast, because like if I can't share it, who can?
I don't know. I mean, I was noticing prior to stream start that there's a 19-second delay between us being live and what people see.
Well, that's just
on
YouTube
their
streaming. That's how
that
it's
doesn't
always
make any
been.
sense, though. It's
No,
so
I
crazy.
know.
On Twitch, it's like 4 seconds or something like that.
I know. I'm not
That's
saying
weird.
it's right. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying that it should be that way. But I have tried now several times to share this stream, and it's just not. You can show me. You can show the screen.
Okay. If that's
So
what you want to do, yeah.
over here on my community tab, are you showing it?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Oh, I have the wrong output projector.
no.
That's fine.
You
No, it's fine. I can fix that. That's super easy.
Can they see it?
They can see it, yeah.
Okay, so usually I go to video here and then search all the YouTube paste URL. That's the URL for the stream. No matching results.
Unfortunate.
It's just not finding the stream. So I can't share it to my main channel.
Well,
But it's a weird... I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's just like, I feel like... You can cut away. I feel like we're already struggling because of the algorithm, because of the Switch news being low. But it's constant glitches. Like, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but on my main channel for like 2 weeks, I wasn't able to upload a YouTube video. I had to get my MCN management team to I had to send them the file so they could backdoor upload them for me. How bizarre is that?
Very bizarre.
And they got it fixed with YouTube, thankfully. But then I was having another issue where every single upload that I would upload would get the exact same amount of views in the first 2 days, like exact same, down to like the 100th.
Yeah.
And I asked YouTube, I'm like, why is this happening? Like, why are my videos being throttled to this exact amount of views? And they were like, oh, it's not. It's just that Switch interest is low. And they wouldn't acknowledge how weird it was.
I don't believe that it's a throttling issue as much as it is like an accurate like view count issue. You know what I mean?
Maybe. But they're maybe. But the views have like never like corrected themselves on those videos.
Sure.
Anyway, sorry about all that. You guys don't care about all that. We have a lot of exciting things to talk about today. There are a bunch of Switch 2 rumors. Oh, what a surprise! What week are we in? What? I swear, every single week. I hate it. I really do hate it. But let me show you. I hate it and I love it. I love it because this week I will say, this week it feels a little bit more like these things could be true because they're a little bit more grounded in reality and they're actually coming from reliable sources as opposed to Luigi Cream 974 or whatever that guy's name was.
True.
This is actually coming from an industry insider. That's a little bit more exciting. So I'm a little bit more amped up to talk about it today and actually speculate on some of these things.
Right.
But in general, I am burnt out about it. But the reason why I can't not talk about it, and I feel like I always have to justify it, right? Mm-hmm. Is if you go to Nintendo News right now, and like you can cut to my screen here. I just looked up Nintendo News. It's all you'll see is just news about Nintendo Switch 2 may finally get revealed this month. Reports suggest the Switch 2 has entered mass production. Nate the Hate, friend of the show, I think. He's part of Spawncast.
Who knows?
And also our rival Game and Talk podcast with RGT. He's on that too.
Fair enough.
Rival in a friendly way. Nate the Hate says Switch 2 has backwards compatibility. Switch 2 date saga takes a turn for the worst. I don't know what that article is about. Nintendo Life as well. So a lot of these articles, I've cut to the chase here, and we can just get it out the way off the rip. You can cut away from me while I pull it up.
Sure.
But I actually read these articles in advance because I didn't want to do another week where I'm reading through some lengthy article that someone has wrote about one tweet and they're telling their whole life story.
Right.
So I've cut to the chase of, oops, I'm so glad you're not showing my screen right now because I just pulled up the doc that had all of the passwords for all of my accounts.
Jesus Christ, Wood. You know, I didn't say anything when I asked you to get access to the Nontendo Twitter, and you just sent me a Google Doc with a bunch of passwords in plain text on it.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything because I was like, you know what? I guess this is just how we're doing things in 2024.
Yeah.
You know, but
well, how would you have liked me to have sent the
I don't
password?
know, like just some other how? Like, I have no idea.
I put it more like that for my sis when we first started doing
right.
Because she needed the logins for everything, and rather than have her ask me for everything, I just made a Google Doc.
I mean, that's fair.
If that got leaked though, it would have it's like the PayPal's on there.
Dog, it would have been over. It would have been so Joker
we would have
so
ended
quick.
the stream for sure.
Oh, big time, yeah.
All right, so
I'm turning this thing off, by the way, this fan. So just talk, do your thing.
Cut to the screen, and then you can do it. So let's cut to the chase. All of these articles, literally every single article that we saw on the screen just then, and any article that you'll see about these rumors came from this one tweet right here.
Right.
Which is the most ambiguous, almost nothing tweet. It's just the person that tweeted it is an industry insider. Or not even an industry insider, I would say. He's head of GameIndustry.biz. What is GameIndustry.biz? Couldn't tell you, but everybody else seems to think that it's a big deal. Maybe someone in chat can tell me. I think it's just a big publication that is in the game industry, and he's the head of it.
Okay.
So his tweet that spawned 1,000 new Nintendo Switch rumor videos from your favorite Nintendo YouTubers, and every article under the sun reads as follows. With industry, and I'm not trying to be negative, but it's another week.
Yeah,
you know?
It's another one of those, yeah, for sure.
Christopher Dring says, with industry whispers around something Switch 2 related happening this month. That's it.
Something.
There's more to this tweet, but they're basing everything off of that. I thought I'd remind everyone of the official list of greatest consoles of all time. Nintendo Switch, number 1. Number 2, everything else. Now, if we can take a pause on the actual Switch rumor stuff and talk about the context of this tweet other than that, nice to see somebody else recognize it. The Switch is the greatest console of all time.
I mean, by sales, for sure.
By everything.
I'm okay.
I really love it. I mean, like, name another console, and the Switch has one-upped it. I mean, it's the combination of every Nintendo console come together in one platform. If you want to try and say, oh, but the controllers were better on X, Y, and Z, you can literally use an NES, SNES, 64, GameCube control, all of the controllers other than maybe Wii, which nobody's saying that's the best one. You can use all the controllers on Switch. They have it's got the biggest library of games. It's got something from every Nintendo franchise. It's got the best Zeldas, the best Marios. It's got everything. The Switch is the best console of all time. Plus, you can use the Joy-Cons. You can split them like you like to use them.
Oh, just
bumming out on the couch. You can use a Pro controller, which is one of the nicest controllers.
Right.
It's got some of the best first-party exclusives of any console ever. I mean, you can play it handheld. You can play it on the toilet. You can play it on a plane. You can play it docked on your TV. What can it do?
I mean...
I honestly, facetiousness aside, I'm sure I'm not even being. I do think it's the best console ever.
Right. It can't play Uncharted.
It could, actually. It could.
How? I thought that's an exclusive.
Well, I mean, it's not on the console, but it could. It could play 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, okay, well, if we're going to get... I mean, my smart fridge could play, a game theoretically, but,
yeah.
like...
You could install an Android tablet. You can put an emulator on a smart fridge for sure.
Fair enough. I say this like I have a smart fridge. I do not. So
yeah, I don't. What's your point?
There is no point. I'm trying to like creatively combat what you're saying, but I kind of can't because you're sort of right.
I don't know why I said I agree. You said nothing to agree to. I just said I agree. No, it can't play Uncharted. You're right.
Yeah,
it could, but it can't.
It can't.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. With the industry whispers around something Switch 2 related happening this month, so Christopher Dring is indicating that something Switch 2 is happening this month, which is what has spurred a lot of these conversations around... You can cut away from me because I want to find something else. Spurred a lot of these conversations around, are we going to get a reveal for the Switch this month if he's saying that we're getting something Switch 2? Because, like, where else is that coming from? Like, why is he saying that?
I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing this month in particular that stood out to me about like rumors that were very different from months past. So who knows, Like we're in no different position than we were last month. So
I agree. And if I wouldn't even think we would see the Switch 2 until we've talked about this a lot till the later half of this year, later months of this year. Although I just realized we're in September, we are in the later months of this year.
We are.
They could theoretically reveal it at the end of this month, and it would have. Let's say they revealed it. Let's just say, argument's sake, September 27th.
Right.
Then they would have all of October, November, and December to hype it up. January and February to hype it up, and then they could release it in March like they released the Switch, the original Switch. That's 5 months lead up.
Yeah, I think because we're going into Q4, right? And going into Q4 is always a big time for new things, advertisements.
From everything we know, this is the first month of the months that are coming that it could be revealed.
Right.
Knowing what we know of Nintendo saying that they're not going to reveal it before March. Mm-hmm. They're not going to launch it before March.
When it reveals, do you want me to drop everything and just drive down here, and we'll just go for it?
Maybe, or I'll come up.
Yeah, whatever works.
Either way, I mean, honestly, I don't know because I'll probably want to cover it on my main channel.
That's fair.
Where the juicy views are,
Yeah.
I do want to find out though, because if you can cut, there's more, because these articles have been saying that it's entered mass production and supports backwards compatibility. So I do want to find out where those are coming from.
So that means, there's going to be a slot for Switch.
A slot.
There's going to be a Switch game slot on that bad boy.
Yeah, we've talked about this. So my theory and a lot of theories are like the jump from DS to 3DS, they just use the same slot. Yeah. And the game cartridges were a very similar form factor. You weren't able to put the 3DS ones in the DS slot, but the DS slots, the DS games fit in the 3DS slot.
Well, it was the same with Game Boy to Game Boy Advance, right? Or Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true. So wise.
So true. Wisdom beyond my ears.
The latest round of Switch 2 rumors suggest the upcoming tentatively named console has entered mass production. That's according to MST financial sensor analyst. Okay, so there's actually more here. We have another tweet here from David Gibson. No one seems to have noticed that Nintendo assembler Hosiden is spending 2 billion yen, I think that's yen, on production equipment and 1 billion yen on automation in FY3/25
Fiscal year
3 2025 for its major consumer in amusement, Nintendo. I still expect September news and March 2025 release for... Okay, so maybe it came from this guy.
It seems like it might be the guy.
Maybe it's from this guy. I still expect September news. So who's David Gibson? Let's follow these breadcrumbs. Let's go down this rabbit hole together. Games, internet, social media, tech, and IT are my interest. Senior analyst at MST Financial. What's MST Financial?
I think we're gonna have to go further down. This is another breadcrumb. Another breadcrumb.
MST.
Yeah, just let me know before you start Googling stuff.
Financial. I told you we were going down the rabbit hole.
I know, but I still gotta cut away before you Google, you know?
MST Financial. What is MST Financial? A research-driven financial service platform. It's an innovative platform that enables the best talent in financial services to cooperate with clients in an exclusive partnership. Don't know if this answered my question beyond they research financials.
Sure.
So they research financials, but looking at this company, that Hosiden, that assembles Nintendo products, they said that they... Now, here's what I'm confused on, though, because he's saying that they're spending production and automation for 2025, quarter 3, but then this article says that they have entered mass production. Wouldn't that be now? Not 2025?
It would be now. Yeah, but the fiscal year could be over. Because the fiscal year doesn't line up with the fiscal year is like the financial year.
But 2025.
Right. So I'm saying the fiscal year of 2024 could be over, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know when the cutoff is for Nintendo's fiscal year.
Well, we're not in 2025's third financial year.
Why would there's not 3 years in 2025? It's 1 year. I'm confused.
The financial year 3 2025 confuses me.
Yeah, no, that was confusing to me too. I don't know what the 3 is, but maybe it's like a quarter 3, but that still doesn't make sense.
Either way, it says the graph included in the post indeed shows an uptick in automation spending, as well as the addition of spending on production equipment and new... Oh, it's Vietnam-based factory. So I guess that wasn't yen. It was a Y.
Yeah, but it could still... if it's Nintendo spending the money, it's probably yen, right?
That's why I have you.
Because I remembered that Nintendo's a Japanese company.
Because, yep.
Oh, you've been there before. I have.
Been there a couple times. I've spent some yen.
True.
I've spent about 1 billion yen the amount of times I've been in Japan.
Fair, valid, yep.
If anything, it shows that some kind of hardware manufacturing could be underway at the Osaka-based assembler. Wait, so it is in Japan? Vietnam-based factory underway for the Osaka-based assembler? I'm so confused.
These breadcrumbs are just all over the place. We got a mess up in here.
This is messy. These breadcrumbs are messy.
It's a little messy, yeah. To be fair, we are the definition of layman on this. We just like playing the video games. We're not here for the financials, but if we got to follow the financial breadcrumbs. To be fair, I
thought I followed the breadcrumbs to that one guy's tweet, and now I'm finding so many more breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't read this article.
Yeah. You're like a happy duck at the park,
I'm just gobbling them up. You're not supposed to give them bread.
No, you're not. And they be doing it at my park all the time, by
It's so hard not to, though, because it's so cute to feed them.
Yeah. You got to buy like bird seed.
You ever put mustard on the bread?
To feed the ducks?
Messes them up.
Wait, so you're telling me that you're putting mustard on bread, separating it into breadcrumbs, feeding it to ducks, and then sitting around waiting for them to shit themselves?
No.
That's sadistic.
I used to give them bread, and we were always told not to have mustard on the bread because they don't like it.
I don't know why there would be.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I was a kid.
What are you looking at on your screen?
David Gibson. Another thing from him. So Oh, the breadcrumbs all come together into one delicious hoagie roll.
One big old slice.
So David retweeted that Christopher Dring post from earlier with the something Switch 2 related. So I don't know who was first, but this guy's retweeting it. So I guess, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But he retweeted it and said, think it might be September 18th to 26th or in early October, which is so random to be like the cutoff of them revealing the Switch 2 is this month by the 26th. And if not, October. Mm-hmm. So he's saying in brackets, avoid Tokyo Game Show. So he thinks that, I guess Tokyo Game Show is probably after the 26th. Right. And he's saying they're going to avoid that. Now, I don't know why they would avoid that, because I feel like the Tokyo Game Show would be a great place to debut the Switch 2. But maybe I don't know something, which would be very unlike me to not know something.
I don't think is Nintendo.
Why would they want to avoid the Tokyo Game Show?
But is Nintendo really in the business of like wanting to like debut their shit like at somebody else's event? Like, wouldn't they want to make their own like big thing about it?
The Tokyo Game Show is a pretty big.
I'm not saying it's not
gaming game show, and I believe in the past they've revealed the Switch at things like that.
Okay, well, fair enough. I mean, it shows what I know.
I think that. Hold on, where was the NX revealed? 7 years ago, the NX was revealed.
Because for the Switch, I just saw an ad. I just saw a bunch of people playing video games on a rooftop. You know, I didn't see.
No, they reveal it at an event.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
Hold on, let's go down a rabbit hole here. Let's go further down a rabbit hole. This is a listing from on Nintendo Live from 2016. Mm-hmm. Nintendo NX revealed. You want to cut to it?
Yeah.
September 21st, 2016. Nintendo are holding an event to reveal the NX. Okay, well, it seems like they held their own event. So you were right about that one.
Oh, damn.
I could have swore it was at like a... I'm not even convinced. Well, I want to ask ChatGPT.
We'll see.
Does anyone in chat know where they revealed the Switch the first time? I just don't remember it being... The directs weren't super popular back then.
Right.
So I don't know like what event it would be.
By the way, do you have time to read a super chat, or can I?
Yeah, give it to me.
From is it Monado Max? $10 said, glad to be here for another live. Sadly, I go back to work next week, so no more live shows for me. But at least my final one ends up being more Switch 2 rumors. Let's go. Thanks for the $10.
Thank you, Max. Yeah, just kept saying like I don't know. Someone in chat tell me. I really want to know where it was revealed. 20 October trailer. It was just a trailer. It was a YouTube video. They just dropped a YouTube video.
That's what I said, dog. That's exactly what I said. I said, I just remember seeing an ad, you know?
No, you said you remember seeing the rooftop ad.
That's what that is it not?
No, the trailer. I remember the trailer vividly. It was, I always forget his name, but one of the guys at Nintendo, like holding the Joy-Cons and showing you how the balls worked. And it was like, I can feel the balls and the Joy-Cons, like the little vibrations and stuff.
Balls?
So you don't even remember this. The Joy-Cons HD Rumble was a big thing that they pushed and they stressed. Let me
take a ride. We're take a ride down memory lane.
We're taking a ride. We're going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Nintendo NX reveal trailer.
We got it.
We're doing it.
Everyone strap in. We're going down memory lane.
First look Nintendo NX reveal. This isn't it.
Let me know when to swap.
This isn't it. That's not it.
I mean, can't you just... Wouldn't it be better if you just put in Switch, you know? Just because I feel like...
No, because it was revealed as the NX. Maybe my brain is just not right. Maybe I've just completely misconstrued and maybe I remembered everything wrong.
Oh, $5 from Monado Max again says, Ham is actually correct. What Wood is talking about is from the January press event showing off more about the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I'm starting to piece that together in my head.
Oh, man. He's putting together his own breadcrumbs right now.
They revealed the Switch with that first trailer? With the people on the roof?
It was
revealed,
iconic though, you know?
Oh, God. Sorry. I'm just misremembering. I remember it being revealed as the NX. And I remember that trailer was the first time we knew it was Switch. Yeah. I just don't remember. I'm too old. It's almost a decade ago.
It's been a long time. It has. Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
All right, Ham, you're right.
Hey, Common Ham W. Let's go.
That's why you're on a Nintendo podcast. You know what I mean?
I'm an expert in this field. People say, people come to me
I'm going to be
regularly about
looking
their
this
questions.
up later because I'm baffled by this.
That's fine.
My vivid memory of this being revealed is the guy showing the balls in the Joy-Cons. That's what I remember being the first time I saw the Switch.
Right. Okay.
Because I feel like they always reveal things on a stage at an event. I remember when they revealed the 3DS and
Right.
what was his name? Reggie, I think. I might be misremembering this even. Had it in his pocket the whole time. And then he like pulled it out at one point. And that was the first time you ever saw the 3DS.
Total Steve Jobs move right there. Yeah.
I remember. I just thought the Switch was the same. Whatever. Back to our rabbit hole. Not sure where we left off. But David, I guess, was the one that said that he thinks we'll see it between the 18th to 26th. Oh, I wanted to look up when Tokyo Game Show is. Let me look that up real quick because I want to see what time period he thinks they're trying to avoid. Tokyo Game Show 2024.
I would think end of September, right?
It's 26. It's on the 26th to the 29th. So he honestly he's saying that they're gonna not reveal it to clash with the Tokyo Game Show. And he thinks they'll either review it. I guess his thinking is they're going to review it either leading up to Tokyo Game Show right before, so that's it's the talk of the town, or they're going to not want to clash with anything Tokyo Show, wait till it's over, and then reveal it in October.
Yeah.
Interesting breadcrumbs that we're following here.
Run with me here. What if it gets revealed at TwitchCon?
No, you're out of control.
No, there's no way. TwitchCon is like notoriously one of the smallest like conventions ever, but they are gamers, so and I'll be there.
Nate the Hate is next up in this article we can cut to. If you don't know who Nate is, he's part of the Spawncast and also Game and Talk podcast with RGT and Josie and all of that.
All that jazz.
All that jazz. He is somewhat an industry insider. I actually have never. I don't know what it is that he does or he has done. I think he's very secretive about how he knows everything. And he has a lot of misses, but he has a lot of hits too with predicting things and having inside information on things. And I think a lot of Spawnwave and RGT always knowing when directs are going to land and what's going to be coming up is because they get it from Nate. So he's actually part of this article too. So in related news, spotted by VGC, industry leaker Nate the Hate. I don't know how you become a known industry leaker and still get information from people. Like,
right.
If you're known as a leaker and these people are giving you information, they know that they're giving it to you to be leaked, which I just feel like is risky depending on where you work and what you know. He took to the comment section of a post on our Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit regarding Hosidens, I don't know how to pronounce it, Hosidens, uptick in spending. So that's what we were looking at earlier with their production. Nate simply commented that Nintendo Switch 2 has backwards compatibility support. Are you telling me that all of these articles from the last 24 hours saying that it has backwards compatibility is because Nate commented it on a subreddit?
Now that's influence right there.
That is some pretty cool influence. But also, like, yeah, we know.
Right.
Don't we? I mean,
we were under the impression.
That's best
right?
guess.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone would be pretty shocked if it doesn't. This isn't the first time we've heard about the possibility of backwards compatibility support on the Switch's succeeding console. Last year, Nintendo executive hinted at the Switch 2's backward compatibility during an annual shareholder Q&A session. I actually don't know if I remember that. At the time, they had said, with the Nintendo Switch, we can directly connect with various customers through Nintendo accounts. Oh, yeah, they were talking about how there'll be a seamless transition. Oh, here, it's the next thing. In the transition from Switch to our next generation console, we'll do our best to make the transition smooth for our customers. A lot of people took that as backwards compatibility.
Right.
On top of that, we can obviously assume and hopefully assume that for the first time, I think ever in buying a Nintendo console, the online ecosystem of the previous one will carry over to the new one. We always have to start again, and there's always some new kind of eShop and new kind of everything. It's like every year it's like a whole new thing. Whereas you see with Xbox and PlayStation, they just kind of carry over the systems and accounts.
Right.
They're obviously aiming to make this more smooth, and part of everybody being able to access their old account and have everything they had access to before leans into backwards compatibility, even in the physical element.
Right.
Because if you give people their same eShop and their same account on a new Switch, and let's say you even allow them to download the digital games they've bought before, but they can't play their physical games, that's really punishing physical players and physical buyers, which we know is a bad idea because we recently looked at a statistic that said 60% of all Nintendo sales come from physical. So they're not going to want to discourage people from buying physical on the Switch 2 just in case they can't play it on the Switch 3.
Big asterisk on what you just said, though. Let's be very clear. 60% of games that are both digital and physical.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Still, there's a huge marketplace for physical.
100%, yeah.
And Nintendo isn't going to want anybody not buying a game or second-guessing buying a game physical because they won't be able to play it on the next Switch and just leaning into digital.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Because Nintendo's a very physical and tangible company.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, backwards compatibility is super important, especially for bringing over your Luigi content. I think that if you didn't have that.
Yeah, because you can imagine the amount of money some people have spent on that Luigi content, and to not be able to play those little puzzle games on a Switch 2 would be devastating, I bet.
Exactly.
They might have to
have to pick up your old Switch to play Booba Suika game.
I'd rather touch grass.
True. Rather just go outside, fly a kite.
I saw someone flying a kite the other day, and I thought, man, that is such an old thing to do. To fly a kite.
Time.
I know. I was like a little kid.
Look at that nerd flying a kite.
Well, no, it made me want to fly a kite, honestly, because I've never done it.
Yeah, but you could just like fly a drone.
You know, that was my second thought. I was like, that is honestly a drone before a drone. That's a drone on a string.
Yeah.
With no camera.
And no camera. Damn. The way that we've evolved.
I wish I had a kid, though, so I can take him to fly a kite.
True.
Why not? I'm going to read the rest of this article. We're already here. It's almost over. While not outright confirming backwards compatibility for the Switch 2, the notion of a more seamless transition, at least when compared to folks making the jump from disc-based Wii U, we already talked about that, my guy, may indicate that things like Switch games and Switch Online accounts would carry over to the new console. Furthermore, Nintendo has traditionally broadcast Nintendo Direct presentation in September of every year. Should that precedent hold true this year, we might finally see an official announcement. You know what? Very good point there. I was thinking about that because we were talking recently about how Nintendo's always done a Direct in September. Mm-hmm. But then we just got last week that Partner Direct and the Indie World, and I was thinking to myself, is that it? Is that the Direct? I mean, it was a little bit earlier than September, but it was right at the end of August. Right. Was that the spot they decided to put the September Direct? You know, I wasn't thinking about this at the time, but maybe they were trying to avoid that Tokyo Game Show window or just trying to get in early. Maybe that's what made sense. But getting a partner and an indie out of the way does clear room for Nintendo just to do their own Direct, and that Direct could not even have a single game in it. It could literally be a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. The September Direct for this year could be a Switch 2 Direct.
Could be.
That's exciting.
That is pretty exciting. And you know, it also makes sense that they're trying to distance, like, because it would just, if they did the Switch 2 release as a one more thing, like, you know, like what's his face, Tim Cook and Steve Jobs do with Apple, right? It's like, oh, one more thing, we've invented the iPhone, right?
Yeah.
That would just take everything that they just said and make nobody give a shit about it, right? So they're not going to do that like right after like an indie Direct, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, a little. It would also, on the flip side, everybody would come and watch the Direct, and as a precursor to that, they'd see a lot of the other stuff.
That's true.
Which is
double-sided, double-edged sword. Yeah. That's the word.
No, I think Switch 2 focused Direct, they could, I doubt they'd even mention any launch titles, but if they were to talk about any games, they could maybe mention like Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 10, Mario Kart X, whatever they leap or call it. They could just mention at the end. They could show a title card I'll do a hard read in production for the Switch 2 launch.
Yep.
That could be the one more thing.
Well, sure. Hard read, though, is that they're going to do a Switch Direct. They're going to explain everything about how the system works, right? All the specs, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, they're going to be like, watch our ad for the Switch 2, right? And then in that ad, it's going to be someone playing whatever, you know, that's gonna be their way of revealing the
See,
lost
now I
levels.
don't know because I was so wrong before about how they revealed the first Switch.
Well, that's how I found out that I could play Skyrim on Switch.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Was that
yeah.
like I saw someone playing it in the ads? So I think
My memory of Nintendo revealing things, and maybe I don't even know where I got this memory from then, or maybe they just stopped doing it this way with Switch. I don't know. I'm so confused, and I don't want to look dumb, but I always remember them revealing a console during an event physically. They would show it physically, like in real person.
right.
But then you wouldn't see games played on it, or you wouldn't see a full trailer for a little bit after that. But you know,
It's all different. I mean, the world has changed.
The world
know?
has
And
changed.
we're-
Marketing's changed.
We're 8 years later now, and we're very much in the age of like, you know, ooh and ah everybody.
I agree.
With
You're right.
a
Well,
very,
also that's how they revealed the Switch, as we just revealed today, as I just discovered today, and it worked for him.
yeah.
So I'm sure they'll do the same thing. I mean, you're right. They probably will drop a trailer like they did before and just show us the Switch 2 in
For
like
sure.
on a rooftop.
Yeah. The rooftop Switch too.
The rooftop Switch 2.
Yeah.
No, I mean that is a cool thought. Again, I mean, this is a lot of people talking on Twitter, but unlike other weeks where we've talked about leaks, and again, it was like Luigi Blood or like Family Board forums, and it all just seemed too fantastical. This is essentially three, if you count Nate, or two industry insiders, and then a professional leaker who's been right many times before. Well, let me backtrack a little bit. Nate was saying more about the backwards compatibility. But as far as those two industry insiders saying that we will see most likely the Switch 2 this month, and as Ham and I have discussed today, it dropped with a full trailer. It's very likely that we'll see a full trailer for the Switch 2. Not very likely. It's possible and exciting to think about that we'll see
Yeah, I think it'll be part of it.
a Switch 2 reveal in a Nintendo Direct with a trailer this month or early next month,
Yeah.
which does line up with the expectation of that console releasing somewhere around March or April of next year.
All very exciting stuff.
It's definitely interesting. It's a little bit more likely, is what I'm trying to say, coming from these sources than some previous rumors that we've looked at before. I'm still taking it with a pinch of salt because it is just two guys on Twitter saying, hey, it's going to happen.
Hey guys, it's on the way. You
It's
know,
on the way.
keep your eyes peeled.
What is now, as I like to do after going through all of that, because I do think that's the gist of it all. I don't think I'm missing anything here in our rabbit hole. I'd like to pass it off onto chat,
Well,
throw a poll out there, and see what they think.
yeah, let's do it. What's the poll that we're looking at?
I'll whip it up because I don't know if you're logged in.
Okay. What I will say though, I am logged in. If you want me to do it.
I'm whipping it up.
Okay. Well, he's gonna whip. What somebody in chat did say though that I thought was interesting. I didn't read who said it. I apologize. But they said that we're not gonna get Mario Kart 9. We're gonna get Mario Kart X or Mario Kart 10.
Who said that?
I said it. I just said it. I don't know who said it.
I said it.
You said it.
I said it.
What did I not hear you say it? Was I
said
not paying
it, yeah.
attention?
Well, I have a theory because like
'Cause
people
yeah.
think we're up to Mario Kart 9
Yeah.
because we had Mario Kart 8, but after Mario Kart 8 we had Mario Kart Tour,
Right.
which is it wasn't numbered, but in general, I think for the launch of the Switch 2 for an exciting new console, and we're going in a new direction, like better graphic, everything's going to be so new and special. I think rather than just going, hey, this is Mario Kart 9,
yeah.
I think it's actually more exciting if you lean into like an X and you're like, count Tour is 9 technically. We get rid of the numbering system that we've had for a while, and this is just Mario Kart X, and it's cool, and it has like an edge to it, and it's launching with the NX2. Like, I don't know. It's more exciting to me. And also like just the X in general, like as a form, you think about Mario Kart 8, they made it like a loop because like a track is like a loop.
Right.
Well, an X could be like two like roads crossing,
Like an intersection.
like an intersection. I don't know. This is a little goofy theory. It could easily just be Mario Kart 9. I'm just trying to lean into how it could be X. I just think it sounds better. I think it's more fresh.
I could be wrong, but I don't think that there was an iPhone 9, was there? I'm pretty sure they went from
They
8
jump numbers all the
I think
time.
they
There was no
went from 8 to 10.
Samsung Galaxy 11. They went straight from like 9 or 10 to 20 or something.
Yeah.
Do
They
we
just
think
don't,
the
just don't
Switch
like certain
2
numbers.
Do you think we will see the Switch 2 revealed this this month or early October. Let's just say that. And yeah, as we said, it would be really cool to get a direct where they're like, we're going to show the Switch 2. That's the direct. We'll know it ahead of time.
Right.
But that's all they say. And then we watch like a 10-minute or even a shorter direct just for the Switch. And then they say one more thing. And like it cuts to black and you hear, like just like, like that. And then it like fades up into like Mario Kart X. And then that's it. That'd be sick. Like on launch.
True.
It will say on launch underneath.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I don't know. I mean, I'm a Mario Kart guy, so I'm excited.
All right, I'm starting the poll now.
Let's do it.
I do not like playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe just because I played it so much on launch, and then I go back to it every time they add DLC. But I also played it a lot on Wii U. Like I played it way more on Wii U than I did on because there wasn't much to play on Wii U. So I'm just really burnt out of playing that Mario Kart game for the last 10 years. So anytime someone wants to play or asks to play or asks if I'm a Mario Kart guy, I always say not really because like I just don't want to play that game anymore. But the idea of a brand new one that I can finally dive into that'll feel different, I am excited for that. And now that I'm like a content creator and a streamer, and we can jump online with either like chat, but also like you and like other content creator friends and make content around a new Mario Kart. We could milk that for weeks, but it would also be fun.
Big time.
Yeah, definitely look forward to that.
Yeah, but then everybody has to get a Switch too, though.
Here's the thing, Ham. And this was part of my video when I talked about the Switch 2 and what I think will happen with it and on launch and everything. Another reason why I think launching with a Mario Kart is the best idea is because one, if you want to look, I'm just going to get to the point because I want to go down rabbit holes, but let me get to the point. It's multiplayer. Yeah. We've never, I don't remember, had a really big, especially with Nintendo, but I think any console, I can't even remember a big console launching with a massive multiplayer game like that.
Right.
So not only is it a multiplayer game, it's Mario Kart, which is the best seller on the Switch. You're launching with one of the best-selling games, and it's multiplayer. So not only will people be wanting to play Mario Kart, pick it up, and do the general normal rigmarole that we do every year when we want to buy a 64 because we want to play Mario 64. We want to buy a Switch because we want to play Breath of the Wild on launch on the better console. We don't want to play it on Wii U. People are not only going to be buying a Switch 2 to play the new Mario Kart, but their friends are going to want to buy it. And their friends' friends are going to want to buy it so that they can all play together. And we're all going to buy it, and all these streamers are going to buy it so they can all play together. Like the whole ecosystem of like, you got a Switch yet? You got to play Mario Kart with me? Right. Like it's going to be, for lack of a better word and to borrow an old adage, gangbusters. Like just gangbusters.
I'm with it.
I think it's the best possible game to launch with. I don't think there's a better game to launch with to make a huge impact like that and actually have something that can rival the launch of a Switch and a new Zelda.
Yep.
I don't even think like Mario Odyssey 2 would do the same numbers because one, you're losing the multiplayer factor, and two, we just had Mario Wonder, which was a big Mario release.
Yeah. The only other thing that would hold up would be a new like Zelda game, and we're not getting that. So
even then. Yeah. I think we're too fresh off of Tears of the Kingdom. We're getting echoes. I think it's like more of the same. I think you got to do something different.
Yeah.
And Mario is a bigger franchise anyway. For
sure.
But yeah, Zelda is the fallback if there's no Mario. But that was Switch. Someone in chat suggested Halo, which did the original Xbox launch with Halo, or which Xbox launched with Halo? I know Xbox One.
I want to say the 360 launched with the new Halo release, but I'm not positive about that.
Xbox One launched with Halo multiplayer, but no campaign, right? No, Xbox, like the Xbox One X or whatever.
I don't know. I don't see that's too far down the line for me. Like, I only remember things from when I was like in my mid-teens.
I don't think an Xbox ever launched with Halo other than the most recent one, which launched with a fragmented, separated Halo, which only launched with a quarter of its content. The first Xbox did launch with Halo. Oh, I don't remember that being a launch title. I never had an original Xbox.
Yeah. I did.
Okay. Well, I mean, that is cool. That was also a different time.
Yeah.
It was the first Halo, so it's not like everyone was rushing out to get the new Halo. It was the first Halo. But yeah, good point. It is a good point. I did ask, and you did give me an answer. Also, online capabilities were very different back then, and how everyone interacted with video games back then was very different. Mm-hmm. How upsetting would it be if Nintendo just said, "You know what? We're getting tired of the rumors. No Switch 2." Do you think Nintendo would? That is such a weird, petty thing to suggest. Nintendo loves these rumors.
Yeah,
like us making episodes like this. This is everything for Nintendo. This is like, this is free marketing gone wild. I don't think any other console in the history of ever has had this much free marketing.
Right.
Like it's Nintendo's wet dream. I mean, this is there's almost no way they can fumble this launch and not have it be more successful than Switch unless they just do something insanely wacky with this console that make people not want to buy it.
Oh yeah.
They would have to pull an Xbox One and release it with a forced Connect that costs $50 more, and it's not backwards compatible, and you can't share games and a bunch of other rigmarole that just turns consumers away.
Yeah, it comes with by default comes with a new Nintendo Labo too.
Yes, and it's $1,000.
Yeah,
like the PlayStation
3, I think. Yeah,
PlayStation 3.
Was insane. Yeah. Somebody in chat did say before, and like it's Mobo Dojo. It's hard to read from this distance. They said it has to be revealed before the museum, and the museum is November. It has to be
revealed before the museum. I don't know if those two things correlate. Coraline? Is that a word?
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
Coincide.
Coincide, yeah.
Align.
But
I don't know why I combined
But maybe they do, though, because, like, wouldn't they want to have marketing for the Switch 2 at the museum on release, like, when it opens? You know? Like, wouldn't it be interesting, or wouldn't it be, like, an extra thing? Like,
I don't hate the suggestion because it leans, let's humor it. Yeah. I don't know if the two things align, but the timeline lining is there.
What if they revealed it at the museum?
Like
cool. They did a special event at the museum.
That's interesting. Yeah. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, that'd be good promotion for not only the Switch 2 but the museum.
It's all coming together.
That is interesting. Well, okay, so if we lean into it being revealed 26 or the 23 to 26 or whatever it is that guy said, that does line up with the museum opening October 2nd.
Right. Okay. And I thought it was November, but yeah.
October 2nd. It's right 2nd. Before.
Yeah.
And it's right after Tokyo Game Show. Mm-hmm. So
maybe like a quick little special event, like a private invite-only event at the museum before it opens, something like that.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I mean, they could even reveal it in that 23-26 window at the museum before the museum opens and it gets hectic.
Yeah, that is what I said.
Oh, sorry. My brain is also
like a private invite-only event for the Switch 2 release before just before the museum opens. Yeah.
I thought you were more saying like people would get closed doors. You don't see it. Yeah, or they reveal, or they film it and shoot it before it opens, and then that guy said it could be early October, around the launch of the museum, maybe even on October 2nd. They do an event and they show the Switch 2 and and they're doing it at the museum. Mm-hmm. That would hype up the launch day in the museum too.
It would, yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't hate it.
You gonna book your flights?
Because I don't know. Because I'd almost want to be home just so I can cover it.
Yeah, but you'd still be able to cover it there. I mean, imagine this is a culmination of like your whole channel's existence for the past like 10 years now, right? I just think that
But imagine I go all the way there and they don't reveal it.
True. Very true. Yeah.
And then I'm just in Japan. That would suck.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, I love Japan. Sure. Why would Nintendo reveal the Switch 2 before the holidays? I mean, to be honest, that is the line of thinking I've had this whole time. I never thought they would reveal it before the holidays so they could capitalize on the holidays one more time. But we are just humoring and leading into all these leaks and trying to come up with theories on if we think it actually makes sense. It doesn't not make... I mean, they have to reveal it at some point.
Yeah. I don't think the holidays matter as much anymore with this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it does matter. Like, people do buy things for and around Christmas, right? But if you're going to reveal something new, just the reveal of that new thing could just be like, hey, Mom, I don't want to get anything for Christmas this year. I want the Switch 2 when it comes out in March, you know?
Well, look
I
at
don't
it.
know.
Look at it this way: like, yeah, maybe it would affect the Switch console sales, but if they reveal it in like September, October with backwards compatibility,
Sure.
and they still have like this big Zelda coming out, people won't be afraid to pick up games.
Right.
They'll be excited to pick up games because they'll know that they'll carry over and they can still play them on the new console. And side effect, sidebar, what if they drop the price of the Switch for this holiday season? What if they reveal the Switch 2 September, October? Because, I mean, let's be honest, the Switch isn't going to sell crazy this year no matter what.
No.
But if they drop the price $50
Yeah.
and they just try and shovel the rest of the inventory out the door, they might actually get one last big year.
Yeah. I think, we're going to see some Switch doorbusters for Black Friday this year, for sure.
We're on it today.
Yeah.
Well, we're piecing together these
we're so
call me Wood the Hate, because now I'm leaking things.
okay.
Wood from Nontendo Podcast just leaked and rumor speculated the Switch 1 price drop.
Let's go.
Let's get that into articles.
Yeah. Let's see a Dexerto article about that one.
Honestly, now's the time. It's the last year. If they want to actually like make a big push with Switch sales, like the original Switch,
Right.
drop that price $50. Do a bundle.
Yeah.
If you don't want to drop the price, do a $300. How much is a Switch now? A base model Switch, $300, and the OLED's $350.
I thought the OLED was 300. I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't.
How much are they, chat? Let's say you don't want to drop the price. Yeah. Fine, $300. You bundle in like two games. You bundle in the new Zelda and like the Mario Kart, and it's the same price, and you get all that content.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Do you think we're gonna get an Echoes Switch, or no?
Echo Switch. Nah, they would have said by now. That game actually, excitingly, comes out this month.
Oh yeah.
That game comes out on the 26th. I want to say.
Okay.
When does that game come out?
I don't know. Soon. Very soon.
It's this month. I'm actually very excited to play Zelda. They dropped a new trailer for it that we were going to look at, but
we're at 51 minutes right now.
We're getting long.
We haven't even done our top 10 list thing that we wanted to do.
We haven't played the voicemail.
We haven't played the voicemail. We haven't done none of that. And I have a gift for you too.
You got a gift for me?
I do. I have a gift for you. I have gifts, plural, for you.
All right, hold on. I'm still a little congested, and I haven't blown my nose this whole time. Can you cue up that voicemail?
I certainly can.
And while you play it, I'm gonna go get a tissue and blow my nose.
Okay. I actually have two. The first one you don't have to get up for because this one was just funny to me.
It sounds like I'm already blowing my nose.
It does,
for audio listeners, that was not me blowing my nose as I said I would. That was the voicemail.
That was just a whole.
Does it have a name?
No. It has a phone number, I'm sure, but I can't give that to you. But yeah.
Thank you for the voicemail.
Yeah, I've got a real one here that we cut down, by the way, because I told you guys keep your voicemails under a minute, so we had to cut this one down to under a minute. Yeah. Do you want it right now? I'll do it right now. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is KM from Parts Like Spotlight, aka Mixed Collectors, and I have a quick question for you. Everyone's pumped up and excited for the new game console. It comes out every 2 years, or Switch is 7-8 years already, but then it's not a huge upgrade most of the time. We have to fast forward 5, 10, 15 years to really see an improvement when it comes to electronics. For example, like iPhone. Everyone, wants a new iPhone. But really, it takes 3 or 4 iPhones to see a significant difference, and even then, it's not a huge difference. So my question is, if you could make a realistic, I'm not saying like alien technology or anything like that, but your dream game console that you could use, day to day, do what you need to do, how would you create that, and what is like the 3 must-have features?
That's it. 3 must-have. So
what was that name?
Cool. I don't know.
Thank you. Thanks for the message. Appreciate you. Yeah. What was the? So the question is my dream console and the 3 must-have features.
Yeah. So they're saying that like you don't see huge upgrades to like features and stuff in consoles and in phones and stuff like that for new iterations, but obviously we're probably going to see something significant for the Switch because it's 7-8 years now. But in any case, right? If you're looking for 3 features on your dream console, regardless of what company it's from, Switch or Nintendo or whoever, what are you looking for?
It's I'm gonna give the worst, most basic answer possible, but I talked earlier about how the Switch is the best console ever made.
Right.
Like, it's my favorite console for all the reasons I listed. My dream console is the Switch, but better.
Right.
Which is hopefully what I'm gonna see in about 3 weeks.
Yes.
I want to see. I would love to have that 4K upscaling that we keep talking about. For anyone that missed that conversation, NVIDIA does have software that artificially boosts visuals to 4K. NVIDIA is the chip Nintendo already uses, so that's highly possible. It would just clear up the images on a 4K TV. That's a big one for me.
Right.
Being able to do 60 frames on most of my games would be awesome. Other than that, just give me a Switch that's more powerful, that has a whole new library of exclusive games, and I'm set.
So you want so if there's 3 things, right? We got 60 frames, we got high resolution, and we got being able to play it on the toilet.
Yeah. That's all I want, baby. That's all I need.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck's awesome because it does almost all of that.
For sure.
I just want that, but a Nintendo proprietary. Thank you. Device that has all the fun bells, whistles, and gimmicks Nintendo usually does.
Yeah, I feel that. Hey, and if you in the chat want to leave us a message, this is Wood's real phone number right here. All right, get doxed, Wood. But leave us a message.
My phone has not stopped ringing, and it's very frustrating.
It's a lot. Sometimes people just sneezing and farting into their microphone.
I know.
Apparently, so
when I'm in the middle of church.
For sure, yeah. 929-324-7311. Leave us a message for next time, and we'll try to get to them.
I want to say that the poll, while it had an early lead of 70% yeses, it has equaled out now to about 60% of people think yes, we will see a Switch revealed. So a majority of people in chat, I mean, it's 50-50, but well, it's not 60-40. A majority of people in chat right now are swayed into thinking that they'll see it revealed. I'm really not sure. I take a lot of these things with a pinch of salt, but it is nice to actually get to talk about leaks that come from places that are a little bit more legit.
For sure.
You want to read that super chat?
Yeah. So from is it Ansatu 48? Said first time getting to see live. Love the content. Been patron since day one. Appreciate that. Love the new setup and keep up the great work, guys. Very cool.
Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this setup is the Wood at home setup. We were supposed to go to the studio this week, but I have no car because I hit a bus.
You did, and you talked about that.
Yeah, I know.
Allegedly.
I took it into the shop, and it's the insurance is actually covering it,
which is sick.
Which is
That's
awesome.
Dope. So so what you're saying is you did a hit and run allegedly.
Can we not? Let's not. And they've had it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a day. And they told me when I handed it in, they were like, "Oh, it'll take a few days. Do you want a rental?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm going to London."
Yeah.
But I've been back for a week. I've had no car, and I'm thinking to myself, "Man, I should have got that piston rental."
Oh yeah, you should have got the piston rental. Also, I need to be very clear. Hitting a New York bus is basically just hitting an inanimate object.
There was no one in the bus. It was a whole street full of parked empty buses. I don't know what was happening.
And it was a graze. Let's be honest,
It was a graze.
Yeah, it was a graze.
It was a brush.
Yeah, it was a Donald Trump of Pennsylvania. Is that too much? Is that too much? It's a graze. It's a graze.
Moving on. All right, guys. Before we get out of here, I want to actually say this. Okay, my thought process is everywhere today. Let me go back to what I was going to say. Before we get out of here, we're going to do another 10 list because I heckin' love these 10 lists.
Yeah.
And you have to give me a gift. I keep forgetting about that.
I do, yeah.
A 10 list because for some reason we started doing these lists recently where I rank. Ham gives me 10 random things and I just rank them. And we posted the TikTok of us doing that last time, and it got 250,000 views.
Yeah.
Which is where this idea came from, because these list ideas do so well online. So it's a great way to promote the show. But also, I just love them. I'm addicted to them. So we're going to do another one of those. Before we do that, though, I want to let you guys know that I have a full doc with about 10 different links of fun gaming things to talk about, like the Minecraft movie, some PlayStation Pro leaks, GameStop doing a retro store, a ton of other stuff that we did not get to in this episode.
It's your Adobe Creative Cloud notification that just came up.
Sorry about that, everybody. That we did not get to in this episode that we're going to do in the bonus episode. Immediately following this, we go live with a private, exclusive Nintendo Museum Switch 2 link that only Patreons get to see. And if you want to help support the show, you might have noticed that we don't really have sponsors lately on this show because it's getting dry out there for a lot of reasons. The Patreon is what keeps this show going and helps cover Ham coming down here every week and me going up to the studio and getting those TikToks and getting the audio edited and all of that. It really helps. And if you want to come watch a whole bonus episode, it will be over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Nontendo Podcast. I don't know if that's actually it.
It's close enough.
And also, I want to give a huge thank you to everybody watching live right now. We have over 800 people watching live, which is a great turnout. And it's been so fun talking with you guys and entertaining you guys and talking about Switch Rumors. So thank you for stopping by.
It's a great turnout, especially for YouTube not working properly and letting you promote.
I still don't know what's happening.
Don't know.
All right, hit me. I have no idea what list we're doing. You and Max actually organized this behind my back.
Yes. This one's we kept it pretty simple for this one actually, and this is I should cut to me. So we're gonna do top 10 lists right now.
Yeah.
And the way that it works in chat, if you don't understand, is we're gonna list from 1 to 10, and I'm gonna give one item at a time to Wood, and he has to lock it in. He has to lock it in. So if he decides he's gonna put this thing at number 5 on that list, he's gonna keep it at 5. Okay. So on and so forth.
Someone in chat said all the sponsors left because they were on that bus.
Damn. That's crazy.
Can we not talk about the bus incident, please?
You brought up the bus incident. I'm not going to lie. You were the first. You said, I don't have a car because I hit a bus.
That's where I wanted it to end.
Fair enough. Okay. We are doing top 10 Mario mainline games.
Oh, I'm not the guy to ask.
Well, here's what we.
I've already ranked Mario games on this channel once before.
I have an idea. Actually, we're gonna make this even better. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the top 10 list. Okay, and then we're gonna take that list. You're gonna stand by that and own it, and you're gonna send it to Bob and see how he feels about it.
We've done this before. I sat with Bob and ranked every Mario.
I wasn't there for that.
And pissed all over Mario. This was like.
Oh, this must have been a long time ago.
This was mid-Bob era, yeah.
Oh, well then...
We can do it again and see if it holds up to my previous list.
Almost 900 people here, so they're going to see what you have to say about this right now. Let's do it.
Hit me with it.
All right.
Bob destroyed me with his Zelda list. I do not care one squirt of piss what he thinks of my Mario list.
Fair enough. I am... Not one squirt of piss.
Not one squirt.
I'm going to go in a random order. That way you don't know what's coming next. Okay.
Once I lock these in, I can't move them.
Yes, for sure. And some of them have like multiple in their series, and we're just gonna give you like the series.
Yeah, hit me.
So here we go. So we're gonna start it off with Super Mario Galaxy.
Love that game. One of the best Marios.
Yep.
So this is a little almost easier than all the other lists because I know all the Mario games.
So now that you say that, that does kind of...
I kind of have a barometer already
you have a
for
barometer
where I
of what's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So well, I'll go 3.
3. Okay.
This isn't good. This is too generic.
I was going to bed last night, and then Max was like, "This is what we're gonna do." And
okay.
I was like, okay. All right. Where are you putting it? 3.
3.
All right. Odyssey.
1.
Oh, sorry. Yep. The first one was Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Galaxy in 3, Odyssey in 1.
Arms 2 is the launch title. My guy, imagine they bring it back.
All right, let's do...
Is the Woodhawker, I know that guy, he does the one YouTube. Odyssey, do you really? Where are you from? Not saying you should know me, because I'm not like with a big head, but like, why are you here if you don't know me?
I feel like
How'd you get
I
here?
I feel like you might be getting one guy trolled right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's not a troll. I like it. I actually love the idea of someone finding this show and not knowing who I am.
That's
because
true. You're
thank
so
God.
right, yeah.
Because thank God. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I want. But I don't
that's what we
believe
want,
it's
yeah.
happening right now.
But then again, he kind of is and he isn't, right? Because he's like, wait, I know you. I found this podcast, but I know you.
Can we switch gears?
Sure.
Somebody said
yeah.
you should do the hottest Mario characters. How hard would that be to change to right now?
It wouldn't. Let's just do it. Screw it.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
All right,
I'm
just give
so
me
down.
Mario
I'll
characters.
just think of them as we go.
Yep.
All right. So I love a good gear switch. All right. Let's do okay, I'm gonna start you off with
Hit me with that Donkey Kong.
No. Well, now that you just said it, hold on. I'm gonna keep it in the back pocket because I got more than 10 to pick from. Right?
Okay.
Top 10 Mario characters in terms of hottest
Yes.
to nottest.
Yes.
But you can't change
or
them.
pass.
You smash or pass ability, but you can't change them after you've locked them in.
Okay. So Smash is going to be 1 through 5, and Pass is going to be 6 through 10 for me. That's a default barometer that I'm going to have.
That's true. Okay. But whoever's going to be at the bottom of 5 might feel a little bit bad about themselves, right?
Well, they're fictional, so I don't really care about that.
It's still real to me.
It's my pee-pee and where I want to put it.
I'm going to kick it off with Rosalina.
Oh, why do that to me?
Because I knew it was going to be difficult.
Can I look at her?
Sure.
Do you mind? It's gonna help.
Okay. All right.
Rosalina.
Hey, everybody strap in. We're going to be here for a couple minutes.
It's gonna help. Oh goddamn.
Do you want me to screen share you or?
See, this is tough because now I don't know what's coming up. This makes it tough because if I put this
Right.
number 1 and then you hit me with a Bowsette, I'm gonna cream.
Well, I didn't even think about Bowsette. Is that because that's not? Well, let's go with.
Are
Canon.
you thinking about it now? Will it come up later?
Well, now that you, is that a double entendre that you just did, or?
I'm gonna put Rosalina. It's a smash. I'm gonna put it 2 just so I have room for a 1. But I might be upset if you don't give me a 1.
Okay. All right. Next up, I'm gonna give you. I don't know if we can call
You can be loose with it. I don't care.
Comic.
Comic?
Yeah.
Oh, the wizard thing.
Yeah.
Comic.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Chemic. Now you got me
Chemic?
thinking. Chemic?
I don't know. I've never known for sure.
It's a pass. It's a pass. So we're in bottom. You brought up my screen.
I did. Yeah. I'm gonna
We're
keep
in
doing
bottom 6 territory.
Right.
Dare I say off the rip 10.
10.
I mean, I don't know what's coming, but there is nothing doing it for me here. The little snaggletooth, the weird little pointed down beak, the pajamas at Walmart. Just nothing's really doing it. I mean, maybe that rod can do things my brain's not thinking about,
Dog,
but
you
I
gotta
don't.
slow down.
I don't know if I want Kamek to be the one using the rod.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we'll keep things simple here. How do you feel about Toad?
Oh, come on. Toad's like a little kid. Toad's like a sweet. I don't even want to. I don't even want to.
So you're saying you'd rather Toad than Comic because you've already locked Comic.
I'm not saying that. It's just why would you even suggest
put him
Toad?
6? Then put him 6 to 10. He's not. He's an old man, isn't he? Technically, just because he's wearing a diaper, Joe Biden probably is wearing a diaper too. You know.
I looked up Toad and it just gave me pictures of frogs.
I'm just gonna pull up your.
Toad Mario. I don't think there's any old Toad. No, Toad's like a kid. I can't.
All right.
I don't
Do you
like
want
it.
me
I
to
don't
swap
like
out
it.
Toad?
Huh?
Do you want me to swap out Toad?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Toadette.
Now we're talking.
Are they not? They're like a married couple, right? Kind of like, is that not?
No, because I think Toadette is what turns into Bowsette.
I don't think that was ever mentioned in any game ever. Okay.
No, because Toadette is the one that puts on the crown that transforms into Bowsette.
I thought that Bowsette was just like
Am I wrong, chat?
I thought Bowsette was fanfic.
Yeah, it's all
lore.
fanfic. It is fanfic.
Okay.
But it started with Toadette. 9.
9.
Still a bit young. If I'm being honest. But the Bowsette, if it was Bowsette, that'd be 1.
All right. Well, let's do.
Problematic. I didn't expect this.
Damn, that's great. I mean, it was your suggestions.
You're the one picking them.
let's go with
Peachette. I'm sorry.
Let's go with Peach.
I'm glad I went 9.
Where are you
then.
putting Peach?
Peach? I gotta Google it. Which Peach? Because there's the movie Peach. I just looked up Peach and I got pictures of fruit.
Oh man,
I'm having a tough time over here.
There's movie Peach, and then there's
movie Peach. There's game Peach. I'm gonna go with movie Peach because if we can for a second,
right.
it's also easier. You can cut to me. It's also easier to attribute movie Peach to Anna Taylor, whatever her name is, Anna Joy Taylor.
You gotta be. I'm gonna cut away because I'm worried. Like I know that Safe Search is on.
Just Google. I mean, it might not be on. I'm gonna go. Where could we go from here? It's a smash. 4.
4. Okay. All right. 4. Peach. Let's throw a wrench in there right now. Let's give you something interesting.
Mm-hmm. Wrench me.
We're doing only mainline characters, right? So like, let's just do Luigi.
Luigi. Oh no. Let me look at him. Oh no, he's hot. Oh no.
Wait, I'm gonna cut away. Look up hot Luigi.
Yeah.
Just
Got it.
Is it safe to show?
Give me a second. Give me a few seconds. Just give me a few seconds. I think so. I'm not seeing anything too. I think so. It's honestly not that good.
Oh, jeez.
Honestly, not really even doing it for me. I'm gonna go back to regular Luigi. He's hot for sure. He is hotter than Mario. I'm gonna have to go 3.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go 3. The mustache is doing it for me.
I almost spelled Luigi wrong.
The way that he grooms and trims his mustache. Mario's is just out of control.
It is.
But you can tell Luigi cares for himself.
Yeah.
The way that he would care for me.
Is Luigi Metro? Huh? Let's you know what? I'm gonna give you Donkey Kong. I'm giving you Donkey Kong.
That's a smash. That's a smash.
Damn.
God damn. It's the arms.
Where are we putting him?
And the hair. He's a bear. I can't go 1. I gotta go 5.
Yeah, I understand it's a hard decision for sure.
I gotta go 5.
All right.
I am intimidated. I'm intimidated by the girth of his arms.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a really tough one right now. Actually,
Give me a tough one.
considering the space that you've got left. Okay, because you're right now you're in a position where if
I'm in a great position.
it's either best smash of all time,
Yeah.
or wouldn't smash at all.
I don't
right?
even know who I'm saving that for.
Are you saving it for Birdo?
No. Big mouth though.
Is it a mouth or is it a snout? What's going on there? You know.
See. Birdo Mario. Oh God. It's higher than I feel good about this actually as far as a placement. I'm right in the line between smash or pass. Oh, isn't Birdo a trans icon actually? I'm pretty sure it is.
From what I understand,
Because
yeah.
I believe this is lore that boils down to the original Mario instruction manual that said that Birdo was assigned no gender.
Right.
And yet it's presenting very feminine, but it is assigned no gender. Trans icon, I mean, I got to give it the respect. I'm going to put it in 6. It is right in the line of a smash or pass for me. It's a little weird. It's a little weird looking. So I'm okay with it being there.
I'm with that. Okay, let's do.
Shout out Bodo. Shout out our trans family. You're right in the line.
Facts are facts. Hey, dog. How about Bowser?
Why do you do this to me? Obviously, it's a smash, like any other day. Or is it? It might be a pass. The nails.
I think
it's too sharp.
I suspect that Bowser is a selfish lover.
Yeah,
So-
you know what? I don't want to be dominated by that.
Fair enough.
No, I don't like it. The more I look at it, the more intimidated I am. It's one of those things where you think you want it,
Right.
but the reality is I'm going to get chewed up and spat out.
For sure. Yeah.
So I'm going to put that 8, actually, because I'm scared. Because I'm intimidated of what would happen to my body.
All right. Okay. Now I got a tough decision for you, bud. Because this next one I'm going to give you is kind of iconic in the Smash or Pass
Okay.
lore.
Right.
My good boy Waluigi.
You had to do it
I'm
to him.
sorry, but like, have you been to like any convention ever with like an artist area? Everyone's drawing Waluigi as this like jacked, glistening dude, you know?
Well, am I ranking jacked, glistening Waluigi or regular, skinny, terrifying, rubbing a jewelry store Waluigi?
Whatever Waluigi does for you in your head is where you're ranking him.
I have to be honest, he's never done it for me.
Really?
No, I've never seen him as a buff, jacked. I've never seen him that way. I've never wanted to see him that way. He's a little too lanky. I think he needs to hit the gym. I'm not really about it. I am going to go 7. Pretty
All right,
confidently,
all right,
actually. I'm actually really happy with where that's sitting in the list.
All right.
A lanky number 7 for a lanky number... Actually, his little L on his head looks like a 7.
True. Yeah.
Perfect.
Facts. See, now we're in this tough position where
This happens every time where I save the top slot for
Yeah.
something, and then you have to pick the top slot.
Yeah, so now I'm just gonna pick your favorite, which
You don't have to.
I mean, well, what we've done in the past is we say that you
You
get
don't know
one,
my favorite.
you get one swap,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Like you get one opportunity right now. Like I'm gonna give you one.
Can
I'm gonna give you one swap right now, before I tell you the last one.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, then I'm just kind of putting the last one in its place, actually. So no, how about?
Well, you
I'll
don't know
give
what
the
I'm going
swap
to.
after.
You don't know what I'm going to swap.
Well, yeah, but I don't. It depends on what I'm going to give you, though. I'm saying your swap.
If you lock it in now and then I swap, say number 7, then I got to put that in 7. If I swap number
Right.
3, I got to put it in 3. So
Yeah,
you're not
exactly.
picking because you won't know where I'm going with it.
That's fair.
Can I say what I've been reserving one for in my head?
Sure.
Either Bowsette, which is fictional, or Pauline.
Pauline. Okay.
I was saving it,
All right.
but I don't know if we're going there.
Well, we're not going.
Okay.
I was gonna just give you Mario.
Oh,
Like,
I forgot about that guy.
yeah, right.
I don't like him. I like Luigi more. I'm a Luigi guy.
So are we swapping then? What are we swapping?
Mario. I feel like kissing Mario is going to be like kissing a whole pizza. Like, you know that beard is greasy. Also, his hands are going to stink like plumbing.
Right.
All that, the black grease that you get
Yeah.
from like plumbing.
But with Luigi, it's charming, isn't it?
Luigi doesn't work. Luigi bums around.
Yeah, he stands outside and waits for Mario to get done with it.
I watched the first Mario movie. He was just kind of hitting on Daisy the whole time.
I feel like Luigi is, while Mario is under the sink, fixing the pipes. Luigi's standing there handing tools and receiving tools,
Exactly.
and then flirting with the wife.
Let me ask you this. Would you rather make out with John Louisiana, or whatever his name is?
I don't know who that is.
Louisiana, or would you rather John Hopkins?
I don't know what the choice is here.
Who are the actors that played the original Mario movie, Mario and Luigi? It was
I have
John
no idea.
Louisiana, or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Love him. He was in John Wick as well.
The answer's neither of them for me. But
It's the Louisiana guy because he's cute.
okay,
You know the Hops. Whatever the other guy's name is, I can't remember his name. The guy that hated being in the movie.
couldn't tell you. Who are you swapping Mario for?
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a tough one because if I would put Rosalina number 1, which in the current list she is number 1, that means Mario's got to be 2,
That's true.
which I don't like that. So
don't
now I
like
got to
that.
really weigh this up.
If I had to swap any of them, it would probably be DK.
And put him number 1.
DK number 1.
He is hot. Here's what I'm going to do. It's a pass for Mario. Sorry, I'm not into Italians. That's a lie. Italians are actually pretty hot. Like Luigi. I don't want to put him number 2, even though I want Rosalina to be 1, because then Mario's 2. I want him to be in the pass category. The closest thing to pass category without putting DK in 1 is Peach, and I am okay with Peach being number 1 because she is a baddie. She's a cutie. So I'm going to put Mario in 4 and Peach in 1.
Let's go. We did it.
I'm going to put Peach in 1, all right.
Dog, you're doing great today.
All right, there's our list. You said we have another 10 list for the bonus episode too.
Yes. Yeah, we can do another 10 for the bonus.
Do you guys like watching do you guys like the 10 lists in chat? I'm curious what you think. I love them. I honestly love them.
I think it's fun.
Peach is a baddie.
It's also really good for when we cut it down. You know, when Max cuts it down for TikTok content, so on and so forth, it's really good. So it's good promo for the show.
I agree. Speaking of the chat, don't you have a chatter of the day to give away? Did you clock any good chatters out there?
Can I give you a gift first? Been trying to do it.
Oh my god! I don't know why I keep. Sorry, it's not my birthday for 30 more days.
This dude, I come in here and I'm like, hey, I've got a gift to give you on the podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes too high up. By the way,
a gift is a gift. I'll love anything.
It is.
People never give me anything.
But I come in and I'm like, I got a gift for you, and he's like, why? My birthday is not. We're not even close to my birthday. What? It's like, can I just give you a gift?
My friends that I've always had, all my friends have never just spontaneously ever given me gifts. That's not a thing I've had in my friendships. Bob's been a little better about it since we got closer, and he knows I like gifts. He'll give me some things here or there, but that's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you
from
this.
B&H?
It's not from B&H.
Oh,
B&H is the bag that it's in. I'm just going to hand it to you. And then you can just don't open it.
Thank you.
Now, I want to be very clear, by the way. Not everything in this bag is for you. You get to pick.
Okay, well, who's the rest?
You get to pick to me and to my community.
You want it first?
No, you get it first. That's
why
the whole
do I
point.
Get it first?
You'll see why.
It's not my birthday.
You'll see why, Wood.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna let you pick 2 to keep in there. Okay.
2 even.
Now, before you open it, okay. We've talked about this on the podcast recently, right? And it's something that you didn't have the opportunity to get. So I want you to open the bag, and see what's in there.
How did you get these?
I have a guy in Japan. And,
you have a guy,
and I had him go to Nintendo store in Tokyo, and he got every single one of the GameCube, SNES, Nintendo 64. Gotcha fidget toys.
That's so cool. And I get to pick 2?
So actually, I lied, by the way. You don't get first pick. Dolly, my fiance, got first pick, and she wanted the N64 joystick. I know that's a sought after one.
That is a good one. That's a big one.
She's taking that one. She wanted it, and she's taking it. So
okay, that's fine.
But you got C sticks in there. You got GameCube buttons. Like there's a lot to pick from. So whichever 2 you want, go ahead and open them, and then you can show off to chat.
God. Oh my gosh. All right, here's what I'm looking at.
By the way, this is not all the ones that he got for me. He got me all the Famicom and NES ones too.
That's so cool.
He sent me all of them.
So here's everything I have to choose from, guys. I've got the buttons and the C-Stick buttons and the colored buttons from an N64 controller.
Love that.
I've got the American NTSC SNES controller buttons, the PAL SNES controller buttons. There's 3 C-Stick GameCube ones.
You should probably just take one of those, because then I'll have, you know what I mean? If my choice matters in what you take.
You said I get 2, right?
You get 2.
There's actually 2 of the NTSC buttons for SNES. 3 actually of those.
Okay.
And then the GameCube buttons, like the X, Y, A, and B.
Right.
This was the main one I wanted. The
buttons,
GameCube X, Y, and B.
It's yours.
Okay.
That's yours.
Now, if you're saying that...
Open it and show.
If you're saying I get 2 and you want me to take one of the C-Sticks, I will do that.
Only because it's easier to, like, you know...
Yeah,
if it's
I got my
duplicate,
first choice, so I don't want to be greedy.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. It's not your birthday, so you
It's
know.
not my birthday. Besides, then I'll have both the GameCube ones. I don't think there's another GameCube one. And they didn't do
I
a
don't think so.
GameCube stick.
Yeah, there wouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it would
there's the
just be-
GameCube C stick, but not the main stick. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, the
I
C
think-
stick is what has personality on the GameCube
Right.
controller. The C stick for the 64 would be too similar to it, I think.
Yeah, it would be. So it would make sense that they didn't make that one.
You're going to have to... Well, there's a close-up camera there, I guess.
You could do, yeah.
We added a third camera today.
We did.
I don't
We
know.
didn't
Have you
really.
been-
I used it like a couple times.
I told you you'd barely use
Yeah,
it.
it is what it is. It's also the plant's kind of in the way, and the mic is like
thought that
kind of
was the
positioned a
idea.
bit differently. But yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
it
just
feels like I'm
hold it up.
playing a game, but I'm not.
hold it up to that camera. Look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Actually, I like that shot because I can show it things.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how often I'll be showing it things.
sure.
Audio listeners, sorry for the little unboxing here, but yeah, I got the GameCube X, Y, and A, B buttons. If you didn't see these from the other episode, you can come look at the video of the stream that we're doing here.
Right. I think also why don't we do this? Oh, I should cut to me, not to the close-up view. Why don't we do this? We'll say because I want to, love for Nintendo people, right? And I'll say that we'll post a picture of all of them in our Nintendo group chat, and then Max and E can pick one each.
Oh,
as
okay.
well. Yeah,
All right, that's nice
we'll
of
do
you.
that. Yeah.
I thought the rest was going to your chat.
Well, I've got the Famicom and the NES ones at home, so all of those are going to go to my chat, and then the
Okay.
rest of them, save for maybe one or two that I might save a C stick for myself just because I like it. But the rest of them will go to my chat as well. So if you want, so hold on, so real
This
quick.
one looks like a nipple.
Oh,
Yeah. It honestly looks like a nipple. And it kind of, I'm not even going to lie, kind of feels like one. Like, I'm not even trying to be silly or goofy. Grab this, flick it, tell me it doesn't kind of feel like a nipple. It does.
wait, open another one. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I don't want to throw it back to you. I'm gonna like, mess it up.
that's
Are you
fine,
sure?
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught that nipple. See, around me, nipples, they can't get away.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
love it.
everybody, is that it?
I think that's everything for now. Yeah, we hit the voicemail. We did all the Switch 2
Shall
stuff.
we do your chat of the day?
We can. I'm literally just gonna pick somebody that's in chat right now.
We need to like
For sure.
chat of the day. Like
Yeah, but
we
see,
need
the
to
problem
clock
is
someone.
here's
Well,
the problem.
What about the guy that suggested that we do the hottest Mario characters?
But see, I didn't clock who said that.
Who said that? Who
I
said
thought you said that. That's the thing. It's like
No, someone in
so
chat
yeah, you were
suggested.
reading chat. I didn't see that. Like
Who suggested we do the hottest Mario characters?
everyone in chat's just gonna say me now. You know.
No. They'll be nice. They'll be good about it. Let me see.
Because I honestly,
scrolling.
we should probably just pick somebody. You know. Like,
But they gave us so much content.
they did. They really did.
I don't think I can scroll back far enough to see. That was me, said Silver Guys. It was me, said Tom. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
We can't do that. Just pick someone. Pick someone that didn't just pretend to be the guy.
Well, this is a nice wholesome message right here from Mew Light Kitten says, "Love your silliness, Wood. It always makes me laugh and feel so genuine." Guess what, Mew Light Kitten? You're the chatter of the day
like
today.
that chat.
Let's
Thank
go. Very nice.
I appreciate somebody telling me I'm genuine.
Yeah. So you either hit me up on the Nontendo Podcast Twitter or Ham and Cheddar on Twitter. Is fine. As
Thanks
well.
so much. And also to the person that did suggest that we do the list and I tried to give it to you. Sorry if you're in chat saying it was me and we don't believe you. But if there's any solace, you gave me a really fun list to do, and that means so much to me. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry we couldn't figure out who it was.
Which, by the way, we didn't even mention that Chatter of the Day gets a $20 Nintendo eShop card.
Yeah. Every single episode that we do, well, me and Ham anyway. I forgot last week because I was sick and with Iwana. But every episode that I do with Ham here, we pick a chatter of the day, the nicest, or just a random chat, and we give them $20 eShop gift card. We also listen to your viewer voicemail if you want to leave one of those, and we do a bonus episode for Patreons after every single episode, which we're going to hurry up and do now because we've been live for an hour and a half.
We have. And
Also, shout out to Ham,
Yes.
who will be streaming tonight on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ham and Shatter. He'll be live here in my house streaming.
I will.
I think I'll be joining him.
I'm gonna give away one of these tonight.
Okay.
I'll give away one of those guys tonight. One of the gotchas.
So yeah, if you want to come see me on Hamstream and also just Hamstream and possibly win one of these gotchas, come over to Hamstream. I left it in the link in the description actually, which is very smart of me to do.
That's very nice.
I'm going to be playing with some friends, other friends like Brit Bulls will be there. If you remember Brit, I did a video with her on my channel, and I love Brit. She's so sweet.
Yeah, we got Brit Balls. We got Squid Inked Ink.
I know her.
Yeah, she's great.
I think I've talked to her once.
We got Pay Money Wubby.
We got Wubby. We got the Wub Cub.
And a few other friends. Dolly, my fiance, is playing.
Oh my God, I've never talked to her.
You're going to talk to her today.
Oh my God.
Very exciting stuff.
Look at me making friends.
Is we're going to play Dale and Dawson's what's the company?
God, did you just have a stroke?
Dale and Dawson's Stationery Company, I think is what it's called. It's a social deduction game.
It's kind of I looked at it quickly. It looked like the Lethal Company and those kind of games.
Yeah, something like that. So.
All right,
It'll be
everybody,
fun.
we're going to get out of here, though. If you're listening to the audio or you're watching the video or wherever it is that you're enjoying this podcast, could you like it? Could you rate it? Could you give it 5 stars? Could you leave a nice little comment, maybe down below? The interaction truly, truly helps. Even if it's like going to some of the TikToks or clips and leaving a like and a comment. All of that interaction is what shares the podcast and helps it grow. And in this, the year of need, where we're having a tough time out here and everything is switched to Rumours, any advice, any help you could give is much appreciated. Once again, Patreons will see your beautiful faces in a few minutes for a bonus. But to everybody else, thank you so much for joining us. I had a lot of fun this episode, and I think we went down a really interesting rabbit hole. And I even convinced myself that something might happen this month. I wasn't even sure to going into it.
I think, yeah, we definitely sorted it out. We got everything figured out down to a T.
If we were in charge of marketing at Nintendo, they'd have a great year.
Be over.
If they do a sale on this, if I nailed that, I'll be really happy with myself.
If we nailed that.
If we nailed that. True, so true.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. See you soon. See you next week.